Oh, good evening. Welcome to the channel. Hope everybody's doing well. Game. I just want to make sure all this shit works. Why I keep switching back to that? That's so stupid. That one's right. And that looks good. Right. Okay, now I got the right game going here. All right, everything should be good now. Sweet. Now we can play. Well, I was gonna say that's not my pet. Yeah. All right. We gotta go back down to. Yeah, down here.
A ballpoint chisel, you say? And a pair of needle-nose pincers? Those things don't come cheap, you know. Tall's balls. I mean, yes, that should be sufficient payment. Nice doing business with you. Hey hey. Have you brought the tools I requested? Something occurs to me. Please wait here for a moment. It was for naught. Though I repaired the device easily, this sensation that stirs within me remains a mystery. But how? How did I do it? These hands, my hands, they moved with a mind of their own, deftly manipulating the clockwork mechanisms. There was no doubt or uncertainty. I knew exactly what to do, as though I had performed the same motions countless times before. Pardon me, Joseph, this was a mistake. Please give the horologe to Sister Elinette. The man who once owned it is currently in her care, and I think it best that it be returned to him.
Good evening to you, sir. Have you come to pay your respects to this man? Never before have I seen such a queer device. You say that it measures the passing of time? Mayhap they are more common in Garlemald. I am given to understand that its cities are filled with all manner of amazing technologies. Mark said that it belonged to the deceased? Oh dear. You don't suppose that the owner might have been a Garlean spy? It may behoove us to notify the authorities in Camp Drybone. But, mayhap more importantly, how did Marx manage to repair this device? I knew he had a talent for the trades, but this goes far beyond mending fences and thatching roofs.
Bringing out the dead.
I recognize you now, Joseph. Allow me to express my deepest condolences for those who lost their lives in the attack. I apologize if discussing this upsets you, but you should know that the bodies of your comrades are presently being removed from the waking sands and prepared for transport here. If you wish to leave this work to others, I understand. However, taking part might help you to find closure.
Eh? You don't look like one of them church fellas. Not that I'll turn ye away, no sir. As ye can see, we've got a pile of unidentified bodies over yonder. No one's come to claim 'em, so off to the lit yard they go. Be thankful ye didn't have to go inside and see the carnage for yourself. 'Twas the stuff of nightmares, I tell ye. God's damned Imperials. I don't know what quarrel they had with these folks, and I sure as hells don't want to know. The sooner we put this behind us, the better. Say, ain't I seen you round here afore? Or do ye just have one of them faces? Ah, never mind. Any road, there's a carriage come to haul the bodies to the lit yard, out by the east gate. There's only 8 left to load up, but seeing as I'm exhausted from carrying all the others, I've a mind to leave the remainder to you. Might want to cover your nose while you work. Some of these folk are starting to turn.
That's pretty sad. There's Noraxia.
What happened to the big fella? Forget it. Just bring the next batch and toss 'em in the back, ain't like they'll complain if you're rough. Well, ain't you a strong one? 4 in one trip. Reckon there's no need for me to lend you a hand with the rest, then. Come on, come on. Let's finish this before I die of old age. That should be all of them. Thanks for the help. Reckon it won't take too long to deliver all the corpses to the lich yard. Even so, you might want to hurry back and tell them that our work here is done.
I see that you decided to heed my advice. I pray that, in doing so, you found some small measure of peace. The first carriage from Vesper Bay arrived not long ago, and we have begun preparing your comrades for burial. I had a hand in the initial rites, and I would like you to know that, for many, death came quickly. Rest assured that we will treat them with the utmost respect, and do everything we can to shepherd them to Tal's realm.
Level 40, let's go. Bury me not on the lone prairie.
Although we can perform rites for most of the scions, there is one whom we cannot accept. We would like you to return this one to her people, the Sylphs of Little Solace. It is only proper that she be given into the care of her friends
Oh, that was
and
a
family,
she.
so that they may mourn her in accordance with Sylphic traditions.
Okay. Well, before we do that, we go do our class quest. Which is... Camp Dragonhead. Or... Corthus. Why are they running so much slower? Unfading skies. Oh, finally I get an AoE attack.
You grow ever stronger, and I speak of more than just the flesh. You are slowly but surely realizing your potential as an Azure Dragoon. It is heartening to look upon, though I must confess that my presiding feeling is one of relief. You must understand, the mere thought that I would choose him, outsider, one who comprehends the threat posed by the dragons, filled me with the gravest of misgivings. Yet you have. But I shall say no more, lest flattery impede your improvement. Now, during our last lesson, I enlightened you regarding the origins of dragoons. You will recall how Huldrath heroically triumphed over the great worm Needhawk, and Ishgard came into possession of the Eye. Tell me, Joseph, do you believe that these events truly transpired? Or are you inclined to think them fairy tales? I ask you this because few folk have seen dragons in the flesh besides we Ishgardians, and most would as soon dismiss them as products of the imagination. Alas, dragons are no less real than you and I, with Needhawk perhaps the most real of all. In the course of its history, Ishgard has suffered the creature's wrath on 8 separate occasions. Each time the great worm rouses, the blood of countless Ishgardians is spilled. Let us revisit the past once more, Joseph. The time is 20 summers past, and the place Dravania. After a century in slumber, Needhawk awakened once more to resume his reign of terror. Entire villages were razed to the ground, their inhabitants reduced to smoldering ash. Sensing the great worm's unbridled rage, others of his kind began to rouse, and in such numbers as to blot out the sun with their wings. A deep, foreboding darkness swept over Ishgard. Raging infernos painting the belly of the sky an angry red. The agonized screams of innocence fading into deathly silence. In my station as the Azure Dragoon, I was there through it all, bore witness to all the horrors. But there was no time to offer even a silent prayer. Needhawk lingered in one place only long enough to lay it to waste, and when he took wing, so too did I pursue him, a man possessed. This game of cat and mouse continued for what seemed an eternity before I found myself face to face with the great worm. The battle unfolded in a tiny settlement on the edge of Coerthas, raging on for 3 days and 3 nights with neither side able to gain a decisive advantage. Remaining on my feet by sheer force of will, I realized that it must end now, else it shouldn't end well. Marshalling my last ounce of strength, I wagered all on a single thrust. My lance struck home, burying deep in the ruin of my opponent's empty eye socket. Yet before I could withdraw my weapon, the worm lashed out wildly in its agony, dealing a blow that left me sprawled upon the scorched earth, nigh insensate. In that instant, I thought myself surely doomed, but Halon was not finished with me. Having lost the taste for battle, Needhawk let loose a blood-curdling roar before fleeing to the sky. The battle was over. While I did not perish from my injuries, they rendered my body unfit to bear the power of the dragon, and I was Azure Dragoon no more. Lying bedridden, my thoughts wandered to all the innocent lives that had been lost, the people I had failed to protect. That last conflict with the dragons of Dravania left countless orphans in its wake. Astinian is one of them, the sole survivor of Ferndale, the final village to suffer Needhawk's wrath. With none left to care for him, I did the only thing I could. I took Astinian as mine own son, instructing him in the way of the dragoon when he was of an age to learn. Yet I would not have you think me noble. My actions were born not of compassion but of guilt. My guilt at having failed him. But alas, I have also failed him as a father. For what manner of man did I bring him up to be? A thief who would endanger the life of every one of his countrymen. You heard me right, all of Ishgard may suffer for his crime. Though we know little and less of the minds of dragons, it is conceivable that the disturbance surrounding his stolen eye will rouse Needhawk to awaken once more. That his kin have already stirred from their slumber serves as fair warning of that. Time is not on our side. Fortunately, it would seem you are more than ready to embark on your next trial. Make your way to Witchdrop, where the Knight Hystien awaits your arrival. My nation is depending on you, Joseph.
You are the one who would aspire to be Azure Dragoon? Why, you are not even of Ishgard. If you truly possess the power that Sir Ulberich sees in you, then prove it to me with your lance. On guard. That strength. I have not seen its like since Estinian himself stood before me. Mayhap Sir Ulberich has the right of it, after all. Return and show your crystal to him, I have no doubt he will be pleased.
Back to Ulberich. Science. That's weird.
You have passed yet another trial with flying colors, Joseph. The day when you may stand before Estinian as an equal is not far off. And when that day comes, I will choose you over the traitor, I have no doubt of this. But we must be patient still. For now, you must continue your training. When you can do no more on your own, seek me out once more.
Hey, let's go. Oh man, 40 levels, but we finally get an AoE attack. It's such a good one too. Okay, what do I want to get rid of? Let's move you up here. I like... Let's jump. Jump's good. I feel like elusive jump on that should switch. Elusive jump should just be... No. Not true. That's up. That's up. Yeah. True. Yeah. I don't know why it does that. It's weird. Okay, so we got the ability we want, which is that. Can't use it yet. Alright, now we gotta go to Little Solace. Gotta do a hard deed and bury our friend Neuraxia.
This one is surprised to see Walking One in Little Solace. How can these ones assist Walking One? Neuraxia? But, this one does not understand. Kamuio, this one has heard much wailing. This one would know what has caused such distress. Terrible news, Elder One. Awful news. Walking One has returned to Little Solace? But why? These ones have not requested further aid. Neuraxia? How did this happen? Explain everything to this one, at once. So, not only Neuraxia, but many of Walking One's friends were lost as well. Neuraxia. Neuraxia went to Thanalan at the behest of this one. Walking One was with Neuraxia at the end. Tell this one that Neuraxia was brave. Tell this one that Neuraxia did not suffer. This one is glad to hear Walking One's words. Thank you for bringing Neuraxia home, Walking One. These ones also wish to thank Praying Ones. Tell Praying Ones these ones will remember this kindness. This one demands vengeance. Imperial ones must pay. Imperial ones must suffer. When the time comes for Walking Ones to face Imperial ones, do not forget these ones. These ones would not have Neuraxia's death be for naught. These ones will fight.
We thank you for your service to the Church and to the Sylphs. You may be pleased to know that, in your absence, we interred the remaining scions in the Lichyard. Perhaps you still wish to do more for your friends. If so, I would remind you that you have already done so much on their behalf. Please, take a rest and set aside your burdens for now, Joseph.
So the only ones we know that are alive right now is Y'shtola, because she was with us. So we can, well, I know the answer to this, but from the perspective right now in the story, we think Thancred, Papalimo, Ida, Urianje. Are those? And we didn't see their bodies, but can we assume they're dead? Or no? Eyes on me.
I'm not imagining it, Joseph. I know I'm being watched. This is different, sinister. It is as if I am, under observation. The feeling comes and goes, but I felt it when last I ventured outside. Yes. I know I felt it. Will you look outside for me, please? It will only take a moment.
Certainly, certainly.
You were attacked, weren't you? Are you unharmed? Thank the gods. I knew it. He was watching me, but why was he watching me? What did he want with me? Did he, perhaps, know something of my past? If only I could have asked him. I need to think. Please, allow me a moment alone. Wait. Father Ilyud must hear of this. Will you tell him for me? It's important. I think others may come for me again.
You mean the guy that's 3 feet away from me? Sure, I'll tell him.
Heavens forfend. That such a thing should happen on holy ground. Do you have any idea who this man was? Did you notice anything distinctive about his garb or possessions? This is Garlean steel. Which means the man who was watching Marx was. Make haste to Camp Drybone at once. We must summon the immortal flames before more Imperials come.
I fondly hoped that I might be the first to speak with you. Would that I had been so fortunate. At ease, adventurer. I come not on behalf of the Empire. On the contrary, I mean to revive the scions of the Seventh Dawn. And to that end, I have come in search of a legend. The greatest engineer of our time, Master Sid Garland. I have come for you.
Dun, dun, dun.
I fear you are mistaken, child. He is but a poor soul who bore witness to the horrors at Cartano. I beg of you, leave us in peace.
Wait, Hear me, Sid. Eorzea needs you.
Sid, was it? Here. These belong to you. I thought you bore the mark of greatness. It seems that I was right. Our time together was all too brief, but it felt as though my son had returned to me. You have brought joy to an old man's life. But it is time for you to help those who truly need you.
Hammer.
Who are you?
Alphino Leveilleur, at your service. As a scion of the Seventh Dawn, I stand against our primal and imperial foes, as my grandfather once did. 'Tis no secret what befell our order at the Waking Sands. Word has already spread across Eorzea. The repercussions are far greater than you realize. In the wake of the calamity, the three city-states focused their efforts solely on reconstruction, leaving the Scions to combat the primal threat unaided. And lo, we are all but destroyed. Yet even as the nations mourn our demise and abandon what little hope they have left, we cannot forsake our duty, now least of all. The Ixal have summoned Garuda once more, and she torments the people of Kurthus as we speak. Her appetite for destruction far exceeds that of other primals. Worse, in her present incarnation, our Baldessian colleagues believe she surpasses both Ifrit and Titan in strength. Yet, therein lies an opportunity. Were we somehow to defeat Garuda, it would serve as a warning to the other beast tribes that even their mightiest gods can be felled. If we are to face our foe, we must first circumvent the tempest that shields her sanctuary. And for that, we need an airship. Your airship, Sid.
Damn.
I have an airship?
Yes, Sid, you do. Your very own airship. It was last seen in the skies over Gridania, not long before the calamity, so let us begin our search there.
An airship? My airship? Oh, wait.
Come, let us put an end to the primals. Together, we will show the world that the Scions are still a force to be reckoned with.
They need my airship. They need me.
It's so cool. It gives me Orin vibes from Final Fantasy X. Alright. Mount speed is increased. He who waited behind.
What a curious twist of fate that Master Sid Garland would at last be found within our church. It defies imagination. Beg your pardon, Joseph. You wish to find his airship, yes? I know not how much truth there is to it, but there is a tale known as the final flight of the Enterprise, which grew popular in the wake of the calamity, much like the Great Gubue Wall of Uda. It states that the Enterprise flew northwest from Gridania towards Coerthas. If true, the airship would have passed through the North Shroud, likely over Falgord Float, the closest settlement to Coerthas. Mayhap the Serpent stationed there of records of the events that transpired that day. I had hoped you might rest from your journeys for a time, but I see that the world still has need of you and the science. Pray look after yourself and Sid, Joseph.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. So we need to go to Falgord Flat. Oh, where am I? Am I over? No. Nowhere near that. Okay. Man, if we're going after Garuda, I thought we went and fought Garuda a lot later. Maybe we still do. But I'll be right back. I need to go get something to drink. Alright, I'm back. With some water. Alrighty. I'll continue. Old dude should be right over here. Oh! I did pick up those, didn't I? Yep.
Is there what I can assist you with, sir? The Enterprise? You speak of Master Garland's ship, yes? I needn't refer to the records. I know that the airship was sighted overhead 5 years ago, clearly bound for Coerthas. What became of it after that I cannot say. If you wish to know more, pray speak with Vortifared at Florindle's Spire. He was on duty that day and saw it with his own eyes. I am unsure what it is you hope to accomplish, though. Even should you locate the ship, would you not need a man of Master Garland's caliber to fly it? I hear tell that the machinery is fiendishly complex.
Well, we're in luck. Because we have Master Garland. Sid Garland.
You have come in search of Vortifared? Then well met, for you have found him. Indeed, I have served as a whaler for many years, since before the great snows came to Coerthas. What exactly is this about? Ah, the final flight of the Enterprise. I do indeed remember that day.
Old reception. Oh.
It was on the eve of the Battle of Cartano, nigh on 5 years ago. I held the spire alone that night, while the bulk of our forces marched to meet the enemy in the field. Then, all of a sudden, the most fantastic airship I'd ever seen splits the sky overhead. I could only watch in shock as it disappeared over the mountains to the northwest. If the Enterprise wasn't destroyed during the calamity, I'd wager it's still somewhere in Coerthas. The astrologians at the observatorium may have records which could help. But to obtain them, you would need to deal with the Ishgardians who control the region. I wouldn't expect much, though. The high houses have long been concerned with their own affairs above all else. When Delamud descended, they took shelter behind their gates, and even now they have little regard for the plights of other nations. Nevertheless, they may deign to assist you should you prove yourself useful. Consider providing your services to the soldiers who guard the observatorium. Though they may refuse you at first, I've little doubt they would accept aid freely offered.
Alright. Oh, that ain't far at all. It's over where my trainer is. Where's Cartano at? I kind of want to know that because they always talk about the Battle of Cartano. Cartano Flats location, the border of Thanalan and Mordona. Oh, okay. So it's somewhere around here. Actually, maybe right there. Okay, let's go.
Excuse me, can you repeat that? You wish to offer your services to House Durendire? And what, pray tell, do you wish to receive in exchange? Ah, how absurd. As if we would permit an outsider to peruse the records of the observatorium. Do not mistake our courtesy for friendliness. The Holy See of Ishgard may allow foreigners to travel freely within these lands, but we do not intend to offer succor to strangers.
Well. The unending war.
Halone, have mercy, are you still here? You may take shelter within our walls if you insist, but do not distract me while I am on duty. We're stretched thin as it is. And where in the hells is that knight I sent out on patrol? He should have returned ages ago. Perhaps I have a use for you, after all. If you still wish to aid us, search the wilds to the west for my missing man. You will know him by his uniform, that of House de Rendire, as is mine. If it wasn't for you, sir, I reckon they would have finished me off. Despicable dragon-loving bastards. Death was a mercy they didn't deserve. I prayed the rumors were mistaken, but this confirms the worst. I must immediately inform my superiors that the heretics are operating within this region. Fare thee well, friend. I must say, I didn't actually expect you to find my knight, much less rescue him. I see I may have been premature in my judgment, sir. We are a proud people, beholden to tradition, but that does not mean we are without humility. I shall instruct the astrologians to entertain your request. However, understand that it is ultimately their decision whether or not you may peruse their records. Pray proceed to the observatorium and introduce yourself to Edmel.
Oh, this isn't I thought this was the observatorium. It's back here.
Ah, the gentlemen come in search of the airship. This is highly unorthodox. Whatever could Sir Ludovic be thinking? It is true that we maintain meticulous records which stretch back generations. However, because this information is used to chart Travanian activity, access is strictly controlled. One can never be too careful with heretics and their sympathizers lurking about. If you would persist with your inquiries, pray seek an audience with Chief Astrologian Forley Mort up above.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. I love hearing the Goobo's little footsteps.
No. Absolutely not. Have you any inkling what it is you ask? Were our records to fall into the wrong hands, it could change the course of a war which has raged for generations. I speak not of some mere spat between southern nations. Ours is a holy crusade, and we are the arbiters of Halone's will. I will not put our great nation at risk, certainly not to help a foreigner locate a missing airship, of all things. Pardon the intrusion, Fromort. I wish to speak with you regarding the recent— Oh, I did not realize you had a guest. Inquisitor Gillane. You honor us with your presence, sir. The gentleman was just leaving. Ah, you must be the one who rescued House de Rendire's knight from those heretics. Doubtless they feel indebted to you. I am told you seek an airship last seen in Coerthas 5 years ago, yes? You come to us at an inconvenient time, I fear. Much has changed in the intervening years, and little for the better. While I wish you the best of luck in your search, I would also strongly advise caution. The snows can come quickly in Coerthas. One moment you may feel as though you have a firm grasp on your surroundings, safe and secure in your knowledge, and the next you may find yourself in a wholly unfamiliar situation, blind to the dangers hidden by the blizzard. To focus on a single landmark whilst traveling. Do not give in to temptation and deviate from your course. I was not aware you aided House Durendire in that fashion. Thank you, sir. Nevertheless, my decision stands. I cannot give you what you seek.
The Ish Guardians are a bit pompous? I don't know if that's the right word. Stuck up? That's probably better. Anyway, I'll be right back. I'm gonna switch chairs right quick. Chair's hurting my back. There we go. Hell over here. Men of honor.
You there, sir? I could not help but overhear your conversation with the chief astrologian. There may be a way I can assist you, but it would require that you perform for me a favor in exchange. An associate of mine has yet to return from his expedition to the cliffs east of the observatorium. He was adamant that he could conduct his observations alone, despite the presence of Ixal in that vicinity. If you would seek out this astrologian and confirm that he is well, it would be a great comfort to me.
Wouldn't Oh, we're going to where we first found Justinian.
What a relief to see someone other than a goddamn birdman. I thought I could finish my work whilst the Ninel were away, but they returned far quicker than I anticipated. It was all I could do to hide and hope they might leave again before I froze too. Wait, who are you? You are not one of our knights. A man of House Durendire cannot be seen in the company of an unbeliever. Good day, sir.
So fucking weird.
The arrogant fool returned not long before you arrived, muttering about the disgrace of having been rescued by an unbeliever. Serves him right for underestimating the dangers our knights face every day. That you are eager to locate your airship. It may surprise you that by saving him, you have already aided your own cause. House Durender is quick to regard outsiders with suspicion, as it is their duty to sound the alarm at the first sign of Dravanian aggression. Yet you have already aided them twice, for which they are honor-bound to repay you. Even so, they will not grant you access to the Observatorium's records. That is just as well, for there are other ways you might locate your missing airship. What I propose is that you petition Lord Portelaine for an official introduction to the other high houses. The word of House Durender carries tremendous weight in Ishgard. Should the captain consent, you would have little trouble obtaining information from the other high houses.
Speak with. Okay. Downstairs.
You've caused quite a stir in your short time here. First you slay 2 heretics and save a knight, and now I hear you have rescued a man of our house. I imagine you must desire something for your troubles. An introduction to the other high houses? I cannot deny that you have given us no cause to distrust you. But while you have performed 2 acts, you would have me endorse you to 3 high houses. It is only fitting that you aid us one final time, wouldn't you agree?
That works. Three for 3.
Now, I understand you are very eager to find your missing airship. Worry not, for this task should take a man of your skills but a moment to complete. Not long ago, a porter bound for Sky Firelocks was ambushed on the road due west of here. Though he escaped with his life, he would very much like his wares as well. On the off chance any portion of his shipment remains, I would have you travel to the scene of the robbery and bring back what you find. Lest you intend to perform only a cursory search, bear in mind that recovering the stolen merchandise will endear you to House Heinart, further improving the chances that they indulge your request for aid.
You are being watched.
Have you good tidings to share? Or better yet, stolen merchandise to show? Gods bless ye, friend. It's all here, every last. But wait. That chest over there looks like it might have been pillaged. Bloody hells, that's the personal property of Lord Francel, too. Are you certain? Clearly an attempt was made to open it, but the lock appears to have held. Nevertheless, if you wish to verify the contents against your shipping manifest, be my guest. Fury take me, a draconian rosary. In the possession of Lord Francel?
Oh no.
Yet, perhaps this is not so difficult to fathom. House Heinard is whispered to be infested with heretics. Thank you for bringing this matter to my attention, sir. I shall inform the Inquisitors immediately. Under these circumstances, I must strongly advise against associating with House Heinard. Your other introductions will need to be postponed, as well. It is the duty of every Ishgardian to root out and destroy heretics, all else must wait until this matter is resolved.
Oh my god. Fucking Ishgardians. The Rose and the Unicorn.
Come closer, lad, and listen well. This is for your ears only. Lord Francel is no heretic. He is a goodly, righteous man, wholly dedicated to the cause. I know this because I served House Heinard for years prior to the calamity. You must go to Skyfire Locks and warn him of the coming storm. The Inquisitors are ruthless and will spare him no mercy. Speak to him of an Edelweiss, and he will know you for a friend. Now, go. Yes? You look as though you have something to say. Do you? I see Ser Carolout has not forgotten my mother's favorite flower. A pity it has not been seen in Corythus since the calamity. You may speak freely here, friend. That's absurd. I would sooner die than become a thrall of the dragons. Alas, it matters little what I say at this point. Although the draconian rosary was not found in my possession, it will still be considered by many to be proof of my heresy. I must do my utmost to prove my innocence to the Inquisitors, for if they harbor even the slightest doubt, this will only add weight to the incessant accusations our house has suffered of late. It's as though the gods themselves are plotting our fall. You risk much by coming here. It is only proper that I recompense you for this deed. Tell me what you desire, and I shall do my best to provide. A missing airship? I see. It may require a prolonged effort to locate your quarry. I shall direct you to one in a better position to assist you. Lord Horshafen of House Fortemps commands the garrison at Camp Dragonhead. Present to him this letter of introduction, and he will surely be receptive to your needs.
Autant.
Ah, the unmistakable swagger of a well-traveled adventurer. If you are come to pay your respects, be at ease, friend. I am not one to stand on formality. Truth be told, I would gladly welcome many and more brave souls like yourself. But enough chatter, pray tell me why you have come. If there is any justice in this world, these charges will receive no serious consideration. It is beyond inconceivable. Ah, yes. The letter made mention of a pressing matter for which you required assistance. What might that be? So this enterprise you speak of was last seen above Coerthas before the calamity 5 years ago. I fear it may prove difficult to find any eyewitnesses to these events, for while Ishgard did not participate in the Battle of Cartano, we were embroiled in our own internal conflicts at the time. Nevertheless, I will make inquiries on your behalf and share with you my findings in the future. In the meantime, please enjoy the hospitality of Camp Dragonhead. I will see that you are afforded every courtesy as a guest of House Fortemps.
$41, let's go. The Talk of Coerthas.
As you have doubtless realized by now, the high houses of Ishgard, House Fortemps included, are either unable or unwilling to offer you formal assistance in your search.
The fuck is that?
However, that does not mean that there are not influential individuals within each house who are sympathetic to your cause. I shall be sending missives to their various representatives in Ishgard, though I suspect it would be quicker and more efficient if you were make inquiries of your own. Lady 9 of mine own House Fortemps, who resides here in Camp Dragonhead, rather enjoys the company of travelers. There is also Crevelin of House Heinard, who can be found at Skyfire Locks, though any information you pry from the scribe may prove difficult to parse. Have you spoken with the chief astrologian of House Durendire yet? Really? Perhaps he will be more accommodating once I inform him that you are a friend of House Fortemps. Do not concern yourself with House Jmail, I shall contact them myself. Seek the counsel of the three I mentioned, and return to me when finished.
Alright, she's here in Dragonhead. Hey, they're sitting off enough. Waiting for me to do my job.
Why, hello, good sir. What's that? An airship, you say? I hate to disappoint you, but I know nothing of what you seek. Likely no one of House Fortemps does, for if they did, I would definitely know as well. The topic on everyone's lips these days is what will become of young Lord Francel. Some say the allegations are long overdue, given how many members of House Heinard have been found guilty of heresy in recent days.
Okay. Go south.
Halone, grant me strength. There must be some way to. Oh, who are you? A friend of Lord Horshaphant? I want to help you, I truly do. But these accusations of heresy have thrown House Heinard into chaos. Right now, we must focus on combating these charges and preserving our reputation. I gather you have been busy since last we spoke. Lord Horshafen's missive was positively glowing. But if you think that his endorsement is cause for me to disregard Ishgardian policies, then you are sorely mistaken. We are at war, sir, and the enemy grows bolder by the day. Why, in the short time since Inquisitor Gilame arrived in Coerthas, countless heretics have been discovered, even amongst the elite of Ishgardian society. If Lord Horshafen wishes to waste his days chasing after a long-lost airship, then that is his choice. But if he expects others to share in his folly, then he is truly blind to the present state of affairs. By your countenance, I take it you did not learn anything of use. Nor did I fear. It seems the whole of Coerthas is consumed by this talk of heretics in the high houses. We can only hope that my sources in Ishgard proper provide more pertinent information.
Road to redemption.
I had another personal request to make of you. It concerns Lord Francel, of whom much has been whispered in recent days. I have received a report that he and 3 knights were seen heading north towards the Steel Vigil. The outpost was long ago overrun by the Dravanian horde, so I am not certain what he intends to accomplish with such a small force. Whatever his motives, I fear for his safety. Pray journey to the Steel Vigil and see if Lord Francel's party requires assistance.
It's up north, okay. Be right back. Alright, back. See if we can't save this little son of a bitch. Alright, searching for Francel. Oh, what's in there? Huh.
Where is Lord Francel? Please, you must find him.
There he is.
Who goes there? Joseph? No, stay back. The fiend is still here.
Get wrecked, bitch.
Confound it all. How are we to redeem House Heinart if we cannot even slay a single Avis? We are fortunate you came along when you did, sir. House Heinart will remember your kindness.
I heard the beast's cries from over yonder. Then Lord Francel is safe? Bless you, sir, bless you.
Curse those fiends. It's as though they knew we were coming.
It was a foolish thing to do, I know, but I had hoped we might demonstrate our devotion by slaying a number of the Scalican. Moreover, it was House Heinart that yielded the steel vigil to the Horde many years ago. One might say that our defeat here heralded the slow decline of our house's once great name. We have been brought even lower by these despicable accusations of heresy. And despite my best efforts, I have done naught to improve the situation. The day of my trial approaches. Soon I must accept the judgment of the Inquisitors, whatever it may be. But even should my protestations fall on deaf ears, I will proclaim my innocence to my dying breath. What did you find at the Steel Vigil? Ah, I see. A reckless plan, but at least it did not cost him and his knights their lives. I have news for you as well. A witness to the final flight of the Enterprise has been found. Alas, there is a complication. It has become common knowledge that you paid a visit to Lord Francel at Skyfire Locks not long ago. Upon learning of this, the witness became understandably reticent to make your acquaintance, for fear of being seen in the company of a man who might later be declared a heretic. A not unreasonable fear, given the zeal with which Inquisitor Gillame has conducted his investigations. In any case, if we wish to obtain his testimony, we must first clear Lord Francel's name, and, by association, yours.
Following the evidence.
As I see it, the key to proving Lord Francel's innocence is discrediting the evidence against him. I speak of the draconian rosary found in the chest you yourself recovered. If you would, please tell me of the incident in question. So it was found in a locked chest labeled as the property of Lord Francel. If the rosary was not his, then someone else with access must have planted it. Here is what you must do. Return to Skyfire Locks and speak with Rickman. He works closely with the porters who ferry goods across Coerthas, so he may have some inkling of who could be responsible. Eh? Someone tampering with shipments? Fury strike me down, if all them rosaries found in our people's possessions were planted. Hey now, don't you give me that look, lad. I'm a House Heinart man through and through. This heresy nonsense is bad for me and my family too. I ain't saying the porters what were bringing the shipment did it, though. I know most of them what work the trade routes, and I've never had cause to question their faith. But if it wasn't them neither, then your guess is as good as mine. After all, most every shipment is thoroughly inspected before it. Eh? Could it have been the fellas what were responsible for the inspections? Ha! Ishgardian knights and inquisitors, the lot of them. As if they'd ever turn their cloaks. Reckon that means the porters are your most likely suspects. Hate to think it, but maybe you should question them. There's a crew coming to Camp Dragonhead from Whitebrim Front this morn. You might consider having a word with them. Beg your pardon? You suspect that we porters have been planning draconian rosaries and House Heinart shipments? What nerve? If you truly believe such nonsense, search our parcels and see what you find. Are we finished? If so, I would appreciate an apology. But that's impossible. Once the knight at Whitebrim Front concluded her inspection, I loaded the parcels into the wagon myself. And if I had been the culprit, I would have never allowed you to search my shipments. Say what you will to Lord Horshafent, I will not be held accountable for this. Did something happen outside? I thought I heard shouting. Ah, but more importantly, what did Rickman have to say? More draconian rosaries? In every single parcel bound for Skyfire Locks? That beggars belief. Even the Inquisitors must acknowledge that this is no more than a crass attempt to sully House Heinart's reputation. Whoever is responsible has overplayed his hand. And praise Halone that he did. Lord Francel's trial is upon us, and we must act now if we are to clear his name.
In the eyes of gods and men. What was that noise?
From the very first, I knew it could not be that so many members of House Heinart were heretics. At last, we can give the lie to these poisonous allegations, and put an end to this travesty. I will need to prepare a formal statement regarding these developments for the Holy See. In the meantime, I would have you bear my words to Inquisitor Briggy. Tell her that House for Temps asks, nay, demands that Lord Francel's trial be postponed until a full investigation has been conducted.
What is it, my child? Lord Herchefant would have the Inquisitors do what? But that is not possible. Inquisitor Gillen presides over Lord Francel's trial at Witchdrop even as we speak. Fear not, if Lord Francel is indeed innocent, he shall walk in Halone's halls with the fallen heroes of Ishgard.
That doesn't help us any.
They have taken Lord Francel to Witchdrop? This is madness. The Inquisitor does not have sufficient grounds to subject him to that manner of trial. I will not stand idly by and allow an innocent man to die. Joseph, I would dispatch you and one of my knights to Witchdrop to forestall the proceedings until such time as I am able to join you and petition Inquisitor Gillane in person. I will endeavor not to keep you waiting too long. Do whatever you must to keep Lord Francel alive.
Noted. So we're going east.
Hail, Joseph. As you can see, Lord Francel yet lives. We must try to reason with the Inquisitor, but if his guards judge us a threat, we must also be prepared to defend ourselves. Joachim Charlemagne Francel de Heinard, you stand accused of heresy against the Holy See of Ishgard. Is there aught you wish to say in your defense? Hear me, brothers, these charges are false. The men and women of my line have ever opposed the Dravanians, and I am no different. Since the very birth of our nation, we have gladly shed blood in service to the Holy See. Condemn me and you will strike a blow for the enemies of Ishgard. It is for Halone to judge if you speak the truth. Prove your innocence in the eyes of gods and men. Leap from the cliff and entrust your fate to the Fury. The righteous shall take their place in Halone's halls, while the wicked shall reveal their Draken forms and be put to the sword. In the name of House for Temps, I beseech you, stay your hand. Inquisitor, we are come on behalf of Lord Horchefant. My lord has uncovered evidence which suggests that the charges against Lord Francel are without merit. We humbly request that these proceedings be suspended until such time as a full re-examination of the facts has been conducted. Lord Horchefant has allowed his personal relationship with the accused to cloud his judgment. That he should harbor private doubts, I might have allowed, but that he would dare interfere in legal proceedings sanctioned by the Holy See, I cannot. To defy the will of an inquisitor is to commit heresy, a crime for which there is but one punishment. We must hold them until Lord Horchefant arrives, Joseph. And remember, no harm can come to the Inquisitor. Your shield bears no sigil, sire. You serve the Holy See or one of the high houses, and serve a higher power. Horsehaven has come. In the name of House Contempt, I demand that you lay down your arms. I this week, you disgrace your line, Lord Horsehaven. Ishgardian scum. Today you shall have to do your sins. A wyvern? There were no reports of Ravanian activity. You would call upon your and at last, your treachery will be
It's invulnerable, okay.
This will not be forgotten. It is not our intention to defy the will of the Archbishop. But this trial, like many others, I fear, has been orchestrated by enemies of House Heinart. They have used you and your fellows to sow discord, Inquisitor, to set brother against brother, that we may tear ourselves apart. The fevered imaginings of a desperate man. What proof have you of this? By the Fury, a draconian rosary. Then the knight who refused to yield, it was he who summoned the wyvern. A heretic in the ranks of the Temple Knights. This has grave implications. Your claims would appear to have merit, Lord Horsehaven. I shall withdraw my charges against Lord Francel, pending further investigation.
Okay, so this dude isn't bad.
I trust you have not lost sight of that which first brought you to Coerthas, Joseph. Pray locate your errant airship, and use it. Lord Horsehaven, I have not the words to express my gratitude. But why would you risk your reputation to save mine? Because I know you, boy. You're too loyal to betray Ishgard, and too devout to question your sentence. Had we been any slower, you'd have jumped of your own free will.
I would have done whatever it took to redeem House Heinart.
Praise Halon, it did not come to that. But it profits us little to dwell on what might have been. Let us quit this place, Joseph. Pray visit me at Camp Dragonhead once you have recuperated.
Nice. I couldn't remember if that Inquisitor was bad or not, so it seems he is not. He was being manipulated. The hell? There's some polar bears out here. Swimming in freezing cold water.
You look well, Joseph. May I say what a pleasure it was to fight alongside such a fearless and skillful warrior. Were it not for you, Lord Francel would surely have died defending the honor of his house, and I might well have perished at the hands of a heretic and his wyvern. House Fortemps and House Heinart shall never forget your service. Now, let us return to the matter of your missing enterprise.
Nice. The final flight of the Enterprise.
The man with knowledge of the enterprise awaits you outside. I pray his information proves useful to you.
Who we got? Who we got?
How quickly the commoners' opinions change. They say Lord Francel is innocent now, but just a few days prior. Anyway, you were inquiring as to the whereabouts of an airship last seen in Corythus several days before the calamity, yes? Well, it so happens that I was monitoring the night sky at the observatorium during that period. I recall that a small vessel came from the direction of Gridania and landed near the stone Vigil, in the far northwest. The garrison almost certainly seized the vessel and brought it within their walls. If so, then you would need an army of knights to have any hope of securing it. Though Lord Horshafen is, from all indications, quite fond of you, so mayhap he can lend you a few? In any case, I have done my part. I shall pray for your success, friend.
Thank you, sir. I believe that's a dungeon, the Stone Vigil.
Oh, so you've at last located the Enterprise. I believe congratulations are in order. The Stone Vigil? Ah, perhaps I spoke too soon. The outpost has been held by the dragons for years, and all access is restricted by decree of House Durendire. I will write a letter to Lord Drillamont of Whitebrimfront and request that he grant you permission to enter. That said, I fear my influence alone will not suffice, so I suggest that you request Lord Francel do the same. Now that your business in Camp Dragonhead is concluded, I suspect we may not meet again for some time. I wish you well in your journeys, Joseph. May Halone guide you.
Back down there, okay. Oh no, further down.
Wonderful to see you again, Joseph. If there is anything I can do to repay you, name it. So the airship you seek is likely inside the Stone Vigil. It shames me to say that it too was once an outpost held by House Heinart. In the chaos that followed the calamity, the Dravanian horde caught us unawares. The fiends have held the outpost ever since. As we lack the strength of arms to retake the Stone Vigil, House Durendire instead has been charged with the duty. Given that, I doubt that my words will carry much weight with Lord Drillamont. Nevertheless, I will write you your letter. Before you depart, a word of caution: the cravens who attempted to destroy House Heinart have yet to be unmasked. Though their plans were foiled, they doubtless still harbor great hatred towards us, and towards you now as well.
Over there. Stone Vigil's up there, okay.
You desire an audience with Lord Drillamont, do you? Ah. I desire a night in a warm bed with my wife, but wishing won't make it so. What do we have here? Letters from Lords Horshafen and Francel, is it? A likely dash. Oh, you're serious. What to do? What to do?
Ye of little faith.
Your timing could not have been worse, traveler. Lord Drillamont's attentions are focused solely on the stone vigil at present. In any case, it is not my responsibility to escort visitors. Take your letters and show them to Sarah Boise. Yes, Sarah Boise can surely accommodate me. Seek her in the storeroom on the opposite side of the yard.
So Brunadier bade you speak with me, did he? I know not why he presumed I would be in a better position to help, but I assure you that he is mistaken. Lord Drillamont hasn't the time to spend speaking with low-ranking knights such as I. However, he always has a moment to spare for head chirurgeon Astidian. Why not visit the infirmary upstairs and show your letters to him?
Are you here to visit a patient, sir? What's this? Letters of introduction from House for Temps and Heinart. With documents such as these, you needn't seek an escort. Pray proceed to the barracks and speak with Ser Gauderneau. He should know Lord Drillamont's current whereabouts. What reason have you for barging into? Oh, I see. Well, you are in luck. Lord Drillamont is just up these stairs. Letters or no, though, I would not expect much. House Durendire as a whole does not hold adventurers in high regard. You had best state your intentions quickly and succinctly. Show proper respect, and it shall be returned in kind. Ser Gauderneau permitted your passage? Very well. Speak. You wish to brave a ruined outpost filled with Scalican to secure an airship that may or may not be there. Are you the avatar of the Fury herself? We are the scions of the Seventh Dawn, Lord Drillamont. You know our name, and you know our deeds. We are come to Coerthas to slay Garuda, Lady of the Vortex. To that end, we seek the Enterprise, the airship of Master Sidnan Garland, who stands before you now. Master Garland, you're alive? But that's impossible. Indeed it is, my lord. Do not be deceived by their honeyed words. These foreigners are not to be trusted.
What?
At this critical moment in Ishgardian history, as House Durendire marshals its forces to retake the Stone Vigil, who should appear in Whitebrim front but three mysterious strangers. Sid Garland, missing and presumed dead since before the Calamity, and two scions of the Seventh Dawn, a defunct band of misfits recently exterminated by the Empire. The lesser houses may have been duped by these grandiose lies, but I should hope that House Durendire would have greater sense. I know not why these three seek the Stone Vigil. but I know that we cannot permit them to pass. Thank you for your counsel, Inquisitor. For a moment, I nearly believed this mummer's farce.
Okay, I revoke what I said earlier about the Inquisitor.
You three will not enter the outpost until we have reclaimed it, and until you declare your true intentions as well. It could be moons before House Durendire purges the dragons from the Stone Vigil. We cannot afford to wait that long. Sid, Joseph, we must do whatever it takes to earn Lord Drillamont's trust. Understood?
This is just me thinking, but why don't we just barge the fuck in there and take over? Am I just blind or what? It's south of here, right? Oh, there's shit further down. Okay. There we go. Factual folklore.
You the lad responsible for that commotion upstairs? Aye, word travels fast in Whitebrim front. I gather you still wish to change Lord Drillamont's mind? If there's one thing I've learned about the man in my time here, it's that he listens to and respects the opinions of those under his command. Win over the barracks, and he's sure to take notice. How, you ask? That's easy, serve the poor souls decent fare for a change. The last few supply shipments contained no meat whatsoever, and the knights are rightfully beginning to complain. I'm thinking we could prepare them steaks using mud puppy tail meat. 'Twouldn't be a quality meal, 'tis true, but it'd be a damn sight better than nothing. If you've a mind to lend a hand, why not await a lurking mud puppy in Danithan Pass? And take this bottle of vinegar. Locals say it weakens mud puppies by clogging their mucus glands, drying their skin.
Right. Let's go slay a mud puppy. A chinchilla. Wow. I think that's over in Ishgard. Holy See and their city and all that shit. We don't unlock that until we get to the next expansion. The first expansion, technically.
It didn't work, did it? I thought it was an idiotic idea. Oh dear, remind me to never wander near mud puppy spawning grounds without a bottle of vinegar. Any road, this should only take a moment. I'll just need to do this, and voila. Never seen a man cook steaks that fast, have you? Take these 3 and distribute them to the hungry knights here. And up above. You there, lad. Don't think I didn't see you and the cook conspiring together. Let me make myself perfectly clear. If you wish to buy my trust with a steak, it would be my pleasure to oblige you. Mwahahaha. Yes, yes. I feel invigorated, refreshed, as if I have the strength of 10 men, and their wits besides. I should have no trouble concocting a new reason to refrain from sentry duty.
We ought at least receive a hearty meal before we march off to die in this God's forsaken waste. Is that a fresh cooked steak? Halern's blessings be upon you, my friend. Mud puppy meat or no, it's the most delicious food I've had in a fortnight.
Ever must we train to maintain our skill at arms, yet never are we to receive proper sustenance? You are a godsend, my friend. Too few appreciate that House Durendire must do more than its fair share for the sake of Ishtar. It feels wonderful to see everyone in such high spirits. Amazing what good food can do for morale, eh? Ah, but I've forgotten about the hard-working chirurgeons at the infirmary. So rarely do they take their meals here in the hall. Mind taking this steak to Cenotaph? She's doubtless so preoccupied with the health of her patients that she's neglected to attend to her own.
Got it. Kupo kupo.
Beg your pardon, sir, but I am busy attending to this man. I will be with you in a moment. Is that? Come to think of it, it has been quite a while since I last ate. I suppose it wouldn't hurt to have a nibble. Oh my, this is fantastic. Thank you so much. I'll eat the rest right away.
Alright, determination, vitality, direct hit rate. I think we want to check that one. And now we need to speak with Sid. The best inventions.
Might I have a word with you, Joseph? It concerns the chirurgeons. After speaking with them earlier, I learned that they lack sufficient alembics for their needs, you see. So I used some of their broken equipment to craft a more advanced alembic, both as a gesture of goodwill, and as a means to help me recover my memories, since working with my hands kindles familiar feelings. All I require to complete the device are the cores of 3 ice sprites. Though commonly used to reduce the temperatures of alchemical mixtures, there is a way to alter their properties so that they draw the cold within rather than radiate it without. It must sound ridiculous to you, impossible, even. Yet somehow I know it will work.
Alright, just gonna go kill some ice sprites, but you know what? We will pick this up probably tomorrow. We gained a few levels. We got finally got our AoE Doom Spike. And that's gonna be it. But yeah, I will catch everyone tomorrow. Ooh, there's some things I need to the durability is going down. But yep, y'all be good.